Alright, check this out. We're diving into some of the wildest, most mind-bending mysteries from ancient history. Stuff that makes you look at the pyramids and go, how did they do that? We're peeling back the layers on ancient technologies and theories that flip the script on what you learned in history class. Keep an open mind. Forget what you've been told for a second and just look at the evidence. We're not saying it's definitely aliens, but it's weird, it's unexplained, and the official story doesn't always add up. If something blows your mind or you've got a theory, jump in the comments. Let's hash it out together. The mystery of our past might be the greatest story ever told. Let's get into it. Let's start with the Ark of the Covenant. In the Bible, it's a sacred chest, but the descriptions make it sound like something more, maybe even technological. The Ark supposedly parted rivers and leveled city walls. That's not just symbolism, it's power. The construction details are specific. Acacia wood, pure gold inside and out. Gold is a fantastic conductor. The lid had two golden cherubim facing each other, almost like a massive capacitor. People who touched it the wrong way died instantly, burned, hair and nails falling out. That sounds like electrocution or radiation. Priests wore special garments and followed strict protocols. Were these rituals or safety procedures for handling dangerous tech? If you found something like that today, you'd call it advanced technology, not just a relic. So where did the blueprint come from? Did they invent it, or was it given to them? The Ark might be a technical manual disguised as scripture. The idea that it was an electrical device, maybe even radioactive, isn't just sci-fi, it's based on the text. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. The Ark could be one of the earliest examples of lost ancient high technology. It forces us to question what we think we know about history. Was it faith, or was it science we don't understand? Now let's talk stonework, specifically Puma Punku in Bolivia. The ruins are scattered with granite and diorite blocks, cut with mind-blowing precision. These stones have perfect right angles, smooth faces, and complex interlocking shapes, like prehistoric Lego. Some grooves are just millimeters wide and perfectly uniform. The official story? Stone hammers and bronze chisels. But try cutting granite with bronze. You'll break the tool, not the stone. This isn't a one-off. The same impossible stonework appears worldwide, especially in Egypt. The Great Pyramid's casing stones were so perfectly fitted you couldn't slide a razor blade between them. How do you get that precision with copper tools? The stones themselves suggest a missing piece of the puzzle. Maybe lost technology, maybe outside help. The H-blocks at Puma Punku look mass-produced, but you can't mold diorite. Ancient people with supposedly primitive tools created stonework we'd struggle to replicate today. It's a genuine mystery. The evidence is carved in stone, challenging everything we think we know. Was it a forgotten civilization or something even stranger? The official story just doesn't add up. The stones are screaming for a better explanation. Let's stay in Egypt. This is where it gets wild. Sir Flinders Petrie, the father of Egyptology, found granite drill cores with perfect spiral grooves, like a screw thread. The grooves were so consistent, it meant a drill was advancing into granite at a rate modern tools would envy. To do that you need immense steady pressure and speed. Petrie suggested jewel-tipped drills, maybe diamonds, but even that doesn't explain the precision. He also found evidence of giant saws, straight, clean cuts inside granite sarcophagi. These weren't hand-powered saw marks, they were machine-like. The tools that supposedly built Egypt, copper chisels and stone pounders, couldn't do this. It's like finding a microchip in a caveman's cave. The evidence is literally carved into the hardest stones, but the tools are gone. Why would a civilization develop advanced stone cutting, then forget it, unless the technology wasn't theirs to begin with? Maybe it was given, and when the source left, the tech vanished. Petrie's discoveries open a door mainstream archaeology tries to keep shut. The marks are there. Proof of a lost chapter in technology. Now from stone to metal, the Antikythera mechanism. Found in a Roman shipwreck, it looked like a lump of bronze until X-rays revealed a complex device. It's a 2,000-year-old mechanical computer filled with at least 30 interlocking gears. Turn the crank, and it predicts the positions of the sun, moon, and planets, plus eclipses, and even the Olympic Games cycle. It used epicyclic gearing, a level of engineering not seen again for over 1,000 years. It's like finding a smartphone in a medieval castle. No texts describe how to build it. No simpler versions exist. It just appears, fully formed, then disappears. The knowledge to create it was lost for over a millennium. Was it a one-off genius, or was he working from a different set of blueprints? Maybe it was legacy tech from an older civilization, or knowledge given by someone else. The Antikythera mechanism rewrites what we thought the ancients could do. It's a ghost from the past, a silent testament to lost knowledge. It shouldn't exist, but it does. Let's talk about light in ancient Egypt. Deep in tombs, there's no soot on the ceilings. So how did they see? The mirror theory doesn't hold up, it's just not practical. In the Temple of Hathor at Dendera, carvings show figures holding what looks like a giant light bulb, pear-shaped, with a filament and a cable. It resembles a Crookes tube or a modern bulb. Mainstream Egyptologists say it's mythological, but the resemblance to electrical tech is uncanny. Combine the soot-free tombs with these carvings, and you get a compelling picture. Maybe the Egyptians had a form of clean electric light. If they had electricity for light, what else could they do? The Dendera light is a puzzle piece that doesn't fit the conventional box. Sometimes the evidence is right in front of us. If the Egyptians had electric lights, they'd need a power source, a battery. Enter the Baghdad battery clay pots with copper cylinders and iron rods, dating back 2,000 years. Add vinegar or grape juice and you get a simple battery. Replicas work, producing a small but steady voltage. Maybe they used them for electroplating, gilding objects with gold or silver. Some say they were for medicine, or even powering unknown devices. Mainstream historians are skeptical, but the design is perfect for a battery. The Baghdad battery suggests a hidden stream of scientific knowledge. Whether discovered by accident or taught, it opens up new questions. Electrical tech existed long before we thought. What else is buried under the sand? Sometimes the simplest objects hold the biggest secrets. Let's get back to the megaliths, the really big stuff. The unfinished obelisk in Aswan would have weighed 1,200 tons, 3 Boeing 747s. How were they planning to move it? The physics just don't work with ropes and ramps. In Baalbek, Lebanon, stones weigh up to 1,650 tons, the largest cut stones on Earth. How did they move and place them with such precision? We'd need our biggest cranes today. There's no evidence of the required technology, no records, no tools. It's a technological black hole. The builder's capabilities far exceed their known toolkit. It's not just lifting, it's the cutting. Machine-like tool marks, perfectly flat surfaces, sharp corners. It's as if a high-tech crew did the heavy work, then vanished. This is the heart of the ancient astronaut theory. If known tools couldn't do it, there must have been unknown tools. If those tools were so advanced, where did they come from? The engineering challenges at these sites are the most compelling evidence for lost or given technology. The stones don't lie. The mystery remains unsolved. Enter Christopher Dunn, an engineer, not an archaeologist. He spent his career in advanced manufacturing and knows machine-cut surfaces when he sees them. Dunn argues we should view ancient artifacts as engineered products, not just art. He's analyzed drill cores and statues, finding precision down to thousandths of an inch. The statue of Ramses II is perfectly symmetrical, almost impossible by hand. He sees evidence of giant saws, high-speed drills, and even lathes. Dunn believes the Great Pyramid was a power plant, harnessing Earth's vibrations. Whether you buy the power plant theory or not, his core point stands. The evidence for advanced machining is overwhelming. Either our ancestors were technological geniuses whose inventions vanished, or they had access to a machine shop not of their own making. The marks are there, waiting to be explained. Sometimes, the tools leave their own story. So where does all this leave us? We've seen impossible stonework, out-of-place artifacts, and evidence of precision machining. The unifying theory? Maybe we had help. Ancient astronaut proponents suggest extraterrestrials visited Earth and shared knowledge, engineering, math, astronomy, energy. This could explain sudden leaps in sophistication, megalithic construction, and anomalous artifacts. Myths of sky gods and shining ones might be literal accounts of advanced visitors. The idea isn't about little green men, but a transfer of knowledge. Our history could be intertwined with a cosmic story, written in stone and encoded in artifacts. It's a wild thought, but the evidence is there. The past might be stranger than we ever imagined. What if the gods were just teachers from the stars? That's a lot to take in. From power plants disguised as relics to ancient computers and lost technology, the evidence challenges the official story. What do you believe? Are these just anomalies, or clues to a different past? Drop your thoughts in the comments, let's get a real debate going. The more we question, the more we learn. Thanks for joining me on this rabbit hole. If you want more, hit subscribe. Stay curious. There's a lot more weirdness to uncover.